let me share a very honest truth with you today. Something that most women usually keep deep inside and never say out loud to anyone. It is a secret about the power of a simple, gentle touch. The right kind of hug can actually create a much deeper and more powerful feeling of closeness than almost any kiss ever will. Over the years, I have talked with many women who found themselves looking at their entire relationship in a brand new way after a single moment. Some even started to wonder if they were truly attracted to their current partners anymore. And all of this happened because of one very short, simple embrace from a different man. It was not a long hug, but it was a different kind of hug. This man made a very small, purposeful change in how he held her for those few seconds, and suddenly her mind could not stop thinking about him. For most men, a hug is just like a polite handshake between friends. It is something you do because you are supposed to do it. Is friendly? It is fast, and it is forgotten the very second it is over. It tells her heart that you are just a nice friend, and that is exactly why it turns off any spark of deeper interest. But a man who understands how the human body and the brain really work together does not just give a normal hug. He leaves a feeling behind that stays with her like a quiet song after he lets go. He creates a sensation in her body that her logical brain cannot explain with words, but her heart and her nerves simply cannot ignore. Today, a group of caring experts is going to help you understand the simple science behind that kind of touch. By the time we are finished, you are going to learn one very small change in how you stand and one very important spot on the body to touch that can totally change how a woman sees you. If you are ready to learn this deeper way of talking to someone without using a single word, please type the word hug in the comments below. That is wonderful. Let us move forward together. The reason most hugs are forgotten so quickly is that they follow a simple social rule book that we all learn as children. They are just a way of saying you are a good person, and I am glad to see you. A quick squeeze or a little pat on the back is a signal that ends the interaction. It says to her nervous system, this is safe and non-threatening. We are just pals. When you do this, her inner system stays in a friendly and alert mode. She stays awake and social, but she does not feel that deep, intimate relaxation that leads to a real connection between two people. The kind of hug that leaves a lasting memory does the exact opposite of that. Its whole goal is to break that boring social rule book on purpose. It needs to show her that you are calm, that you are a strong man who is in total control of himself, and that you are completely focused on her in that one moment. Here is the big reason why most men get this wrong. They think that making someone feel a spark is about doing a lot of things or being very intense or loud. But that is not true at all. Deep, natural attraction is actually built on being very still and having a clear, quiet purpose. When you rush or seem unsure of yourself, your touch tells her that you are nervous or worried. But when you are calm and your feet are planted firmly on the ground, your touch tells her that you are a safe leader she can trust. This feeling of safety is the very first thing she needs to feel before she can ever feel a deeper attraction to you. The plan we are going to use is called the body memory. In more formal medical circles, people call it a somatic imprint, which is just a fancy way of saying a memory that stays in the skin and the muscles. The goal here is not to try and talk her into liking you with your words or your stories. Instead, we want to leave a physical memory that lasts for days. We want to give her body a piece of sensory information that her nerves will remember even after the day is done and the sun goes down. This plan has three main parts that you need to remember. We call them the speed, the quiet, and the anchor spot. In just a little bit, I am going to show you the one specific spot on her body that works like a neurological shortcut to the brain. Using this spot can change how she feels about you in less than 5 seconds, moving you from the safe friend category into the someone special category. Let us take a second to reset our minds. This whole method works so well because of those three special things: a slow and purposeful speed, a total quietness in the air, and one smart anchor spot for your hand. Let us look at each one of those more closely so you can use them today. First, let us talk about the speed. This is where most men make a huge mistake that instantly kills any chance of a spark. They move at the same speed they talk. That is a friendly social speed. It is fast and light and busy. But the energy of a man who knows what he wants is never in a hurry. By starting the hug about 25% slower than what people usually expect in public, you break her normal routine. You make her stop and pay full attention to you with her whole heart. When you slow down, you show her that you are not just rushing to get it over with like every other guy she has ever met in her life. You are actually enjoying the moment. You are right there with her. This slow movement forces her brain to realize that something different is happening. That feeling of something new and different is what opens the door to a deeper connection. Most men rush because they feel a little shy or because they do not know where to put their hands. But a man who can control his own speed is a man who controls the whole situation. He sets the pace of the moment, and she will naturally follow his lead without even thinking about it. It makes her feel like time has slowed down just for the two of you. Second, we have the quiet. Even one single word said at the wrong time can ruin the whole feeling you are trying to build. Once you are holding her, do not say anything. Do not rub her back with your palms or move your hands around. You should simply be there breathing slowly and calmly like a tall tree. By not talking and not giving her those usual social signals, you help her brain switch from thinking mode to feeling mode. This starts a relaxing response in her body. This is the only state where a person can feel totally safe and also feel a deep attraction at the same time. When you stay quiet, you take away the noise and the distraction of a normal conversation. She does not have to think about what to say next or try to understand the meaning of your words. All that is left is the real, pure experience of you. She feels your breath, she feels your warmth, and she feels how strong and solid you are against her. This silence is not a weird or awkward silence at all. It is a very powerful one. It shows her that you are comfortable in your own skin. It shows her that you do not need to fill up the air with nervous talking just to feel okay or secure. That kind of comfort is very attractive because it shows you are not looking for her to tell you that you are doing a good job. You are just sharing a real moment of connection because you want to. This is the heart of being a steady present man. It means being fully there without trying to trick her or force a certain result. This is exactly what makes a woman feel both safe and very interested in you. Now, let us talk about the most powerful part of the whole thing, the anchor spot. Most men naturally put their hands high up on a woman's back or on her shoulders. This is basically the same thing as saying, we are just friends and nothing more. It is safe. It does not mean much, and she will forget it almost immediately. To leave that lasting body memory, your strong hand needs to find a spot much lower down. You want to place it on the small of her back, right where the curve of her spine is. This spot is a very special place on the body. It is not rude or mean, but it feels very close and personal. Placing a steady, warm hand right there tells her that you are supporting her and that you are her man all at the same time. It is a way of showing you are protective and strong, and her basic instincts are built to understand and like that feeling. Why is this so powerful? The lower back is a place where we feel very unprotected and vulnerable. People do not usually touch each other there in a normal, polite setting. When you put your hand there, you are telling her that you are not like every other man she knows. You are showing her that you are not afraid to lead. And because your touch is steady and not mean or pushy, she does not feel like she has to pull away. Instead, she feels curious. She feels like she is being looked after. And that feeling is something that stays with a woman for a long time. It is a deep sense of being protected. Let us put all of this into one simple rule for you to follow. This is your body memory plan. If you forget everything else I have said, just remember these three things: slow down, stay quiet, and keep your hand on her lower back. Focus on getting just this one simple order of things right. From all the stories and examples I have looked at, this one spot on the lower back is the detail that women always remember with a sense of wonder, even weeks later. They might not remember exactly what you talked about that day. They might not even remember where you were standing, but they will remember how it felt to have your hand on their lower back. They remember the warmth, the strength, and the feeling of being held in a way that felt both safe and exciting. This is not some kind of trick. It is a way of talking. It is the language of a man who is truly there in the moment in a world where everyone is always distracted. Being able to create a quiet, grounded connection is more than just being attractive. It is a beautiful gift to give someone. It is a way of saying, I see you. I am right here. You are safe with me without saying a single word. That is what women are really looking for, even when they talk about other things they like. This is about showing a calm confidence that makes a woman feel both cared for and wanted at the same time. This balance is what makes attraction so strong. Your actions show who you are much more than your words ever will. A man who is worried will show that worry when he touches someone. A man who is at peace will show that peace. A hug is just the way you share what is already inside you. So before you try to get this method perfect, you have to work on yourself first. You have to find that quietness inside that lets you walk through the world with a calm heart. That is the strong base that everything else sits on. So I want to ask you to make a promise to yourself to act with purpose. Type the word ready in the comments below. If you are ready to start talking to others with a calm and sure heart, and if this way of thinking helped you today, please hit the subscribe button to see more. And finally, please share this with a friend who has a good heart but maybe does not show his strength in how he stands or moves yet. Until we talk again, keep this in your heart. The most important thing you can give a woman is not your words. It is your presence, your quietness, and your ability to be there without needing to fill the space. That is what makes her feel safe. That is what makes her want to be near you. And that is what makes her remember you long after you have said goodbye. So go out and try this, not as a game, but as a way of showing who you really are deep down. A man of peace, a man of quiet strength, a man who knows that the most important things in life are said without any words at all.